Hey, Pound here, and in this video I'm going to run a cryptocurrency node on my PC and send a transaction from my phone to my node. If you're completely new to cryptocurrencies, I'm going to leave a link below so you can get started with it. You can know what is it all about, and I think it's something very interesting, very useful. I think it's very cool, and everyone should know about it. And if you already know about crypto, I think this video can help you understand a little bit how everything works behind the scenes. And if you're a developer, this is the first thing you're going to need if you're running your application using the blockchain and the cryptocurrency directly. And it works no matter if you're using Ruby on Rails, Django, Node.js, PHP. This is something that you're going to need, having in your server this application that communicates with the blockchain. So, okay, let's get started. We're going to use my favorite cryptocurrency. It's Dogecoin. I think it's a very good for entry level. The community is awesome, and I mean, what can go wrong if you have a Shiba Inu as a log of your cryptocurrency? I think it's something very cool. Sorry about the noise, background noise. I live in the center of the city, so yeah, not much I can do about that. Okay, so when you go to the Dogecoin website, you want to download this one, the core. If it's your first time using cryptos, or you want to use for personal use only, like your day-to-day wallet, use instead multi-Doge or the Android application, which is very cool. But if you want to make an app that uses crypto, you're going to need this one. You have more options. It's a little bit more safe. So I already downloaded it in here. And okay, what we're going to do with 3 steps in this same video. We're going to first run the server. Then we're going to learn how to communicate with it, and in the last part, in the third part, we're going to send a transaction, like receive money. How do you do that? Okay, so first part, we're going to run the server. We're going to go into this bin folder, and we're going to run this command, Dogecoin, like this executable. So we open a terminal here, and we type /Dogecoin-D, and the first time you're going to need you're going to need to make this configuration file and just type this password and user, this for security reasons. So let's do that. It says you can put whatever password you want, but it's not something that you want to remember. Yeah, so this is a recommended password that it inputs to you, but you can put whatever, user and password. And if you want to make in your app, you are going to need this user and password to communicate with the server or your local server. And okay, so we're going to save it on we're going to hit Ctrl H and look for this folder that was just generated, Dogecoin. And we're going to name this file dogecoin.conf. Okay, so that should be it. And now that's it. You're running your local server on your PC, and now you can, well, it's a little bit silent, it doesn't tell you anything, there is no output here, but we should trust him that it's running on the background. And now you should be able to communicate with a JSON API. That's usually what you want to do when you're making your app. Or instead, you can communicate using a list of RPC commands, like this CLI tool that you can use to communicate. We're going to use that tool for now because I think it's easier and for get started. And we're going to learn a couple of commands, like how to know how much balance you have, how many blocks you have on your PC. So yeah, we're going to do that now on part 2. All right, now we're on part 2, and what we are going to do is look for this I'm going to leave the link below, the list of, I'm going to move a little bit here. We're going to check out a couple of commands from here, that this way you can interact with your node, with your cryptocurrency node. The first command we're going to use is this one, get info. And so we are going to go to another terminal, and we're going to use this binary Dogecoin CLI and type as a parameter get info. This is our command. Okay, this is going to give us some information. For instance, how many blocks you have until now, how many money. We have 0 coins so far, and other information. Usually this is the only thing that I check. If you're mining, you can see the current difficulty that you're on, and yeah, that's about it. For instance, for fees and tax to the miners, you can see how's the current fee. For Dogecoin, it's like set to 1 Doge, so it's not much to look into that. But yeah, usually the blocks and the balance is something you want to take a look at. Or there is another command, okay, that I use a lot, is get balance, and it's very straightforward, and it tells you how many Doge you have. And if you want to receive money, we have a problem here, because the problem is that if you want to receive Doge, you have to be up to date to the network, so you can make a transaction. That's the way it works. It's called proof of work. Like, you have to download all the blockchain to like just make a new transaction. So we have to be up to date to the blockchain, and the current block is 2 million and something, and so far we are on the block almost 2,000. Now we're on the block 3,000, but it's going to take a lot of time to download the whole blockchain and if you want to do a simple transaction. But I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to just swap some blockchain that I already have downloaded, and for part 3 we're going to make the transaction from our phone to our node. I am going to use the other blockchain, because this one with my internet connection is going to take a couple of days to download, because it's like 30 gigabytes now. So yeah, for part 3 I'm going to swap with another one that I already have. So I'm going to do it here on the video, so you can see what I'm talking about. So for you, if it's your first time doing this, you have to have a long download time here. And yeah, just like a big recommendation, if you're going to stop your Dogecoin server, stop it from the command stop. This should stop in here. As you see, it's stopped right away. So it's safe now to just exit everything. And yeah, so what I was talking about is I have this backup Dogecoin. I'm going to delete this one, and I'm going to use this one. So for part 3, I'm going to use this blockchain that I already have downloaded. As I said before, I'm going to transfer from here to my node. Okay, now we're in the third and last part of this video, where we're going to send a transaction from my phone to the node. So I'm running now an updated version of the node here. So you have to keep checking until you get to the latest block. Let's see, we're a couple of blocks behind, but 64, yeah, now we're up to date. So once you are up to date with the blockchain, you can start receiving payments. So basically we're going to create a new address. We're going to generate a new address where we're going to pass that address to the phone so he can send transactions. So let's do that. We're going to use the same CLI and we're going to type get new address. This, as any other command, you can use instead of this CLI, you can use a JSON API, and it's all listed on these JSON-RPC commands that I'm going to leave a link below. So basically you can give a name to your address, and that's going to be your account. So one wallet can have multiple accounts that have multiple addresses, and you can use accounts and addresses to receive money and know where the money is coming from. So you're going to give an account to someone and another account to another one, so you can know which one paid you. So I'm going to name this first test, and it's going to generate this one. This is the account, first test, and this is the address, and the address is the one that you are going to pass to the person that's going to pay to you. And we're going to use the QR code so it's easier, and I'm going to record my phone. Hopefully, I hope this works. Okay, here we go. I think we're live now, and I'm going to open my Dogecoin wallet. You can see a list of my transactions here, and I'm going to send coins. I'm going to send to, you can type the address here, or instead you can use the QR code so it types it for you. And I'm going to send 100 Dogecoin to my address, and there you go. These are transactions. Now let's check it here from the server, and if you use the CLI and use get balance, yes, you can see before I had 1000 Dogecoin before, and it still doesn't reflect the account. This is because of confirmations, and oh, sorry about that. We are going to use this other command, list accounts with S. Okay, so this is our list of all the accounts that I have on my from previous transactions that I did with this blockchain, and this is the account that I just created. So the thing is, if you want to reflect it just right away, for instance, if you're doing some person-to-person commerce and you want to know if the payment was sent, you can do this, but by setting this last command here. I'm going to look for it here. List accounts. So list accounts receive another parameter that is the minimum confirmations. So for security reasons, if you're doing something online or something that it doesn't matter if you take some time to confirm, the safest thing is to use about like 7 confirmations. That's like the standard, but it takes time. It takes a couple of minutes. It's not like hours or days like Bitcoin was some time, but it takes a considerable amount of time, and you should consider like lower the minimum confirmation. For instance, now by default is 1 confirmation. That's why if you look here, the list accounts, if I check by with 1 confirmation, it's still not there. But if I check with 0 confirmation, it's there. Maybe now it reflects with 1 confirmation. As you can see here, I use 1 confirmation, and it reflects the 100 Dogecoin we received. But it wasn't that way before. If we do 2 confirmation, it's there. 3 confirmation, okay, like 4. 4. It's there, and so yeah, so far there's only 4 confirmation from other nodes. That's how blockchain works. Like you have multiple nodes and everyone confirms the transactions from everyone to be sure that no one is cheating. And yeah, so if we go to Dogecoin CLI get balance now, or 100 Dogecoin, I have 1048. Now I have 1148 coins. As you can see, I just sent from my phone to the node. And yeah, there are more commands that you can use, like you want to check one specific address to know if it paid to you, and sending transaction from here. It's not something that we are going to do in this video. You can send transaction from the node to anywhere. So that's very cool. I think it's very easy to use. It's very easy to get into it, and also I think it's very fun. Like cryptocurrencies are fun, and that's what I like Dogecoin. That's what I like cryptocurrencies. There's a lot of things that you can do there. And yeah, okay, thanks for watching. And also a big shout to people that support me on the previous video. I want to continue making more videos. I hope that I make one video a week at least. And yeah, just talking about cryptos and blockchain or web apps, and the things that I like the most, that it's video game development. So as you can see, I improve a little bit the sound. I hope it sounds better. And yeah, a couple of little improvements. I'm going to get little by little. Okay, thank you. Gracias, Mara.